Ria Lisak, reflecting on my personal growth and abilities in my MSED program in IST at IU from 2007 to 2009. I have identified 4 main areas of growth. 2 areas, however, visual design and the analysis process of the ADDIE model, are where I have experienced the most change and improvement. While I have grown from becoming just a doer to a planner, and I have also moved from just intuitive teaching methodology to something that's much more pedagogically sound. I think for me, the 2 areas where I've experienced the most explosive growth in the past 2 years have been in visual design, moving from kind of a train wreck, and I still am a train wreck in my own right, but at least when I analyze other visual designs and when I analyze my own, I have a better concept about what is working and what isn't working and why that is. I have a discourse that I can share with people to give improvement, whereas prior to this program, it was very touchy-feely discussions instead of very effective and efficient, clear communication. The other area of growth that I've participated in during the past 2 years is moving from an intuitive analysis, especially of my learner context, to using much more pedagogically sound discourse to talk about learners, content analysis, task analysis, and this has been very difficult for me because it takes a lot of the things that I work with daily, and I have to somehow convey this information to other people who don't experience the same process. And that's been quite a challenge, and I'm still struggling, but I've improved a lot and found a discourse to at least start that process. My abilities are primarily strategic. I am strategically minded and naturally identify the big picture of problems, solutions, and systems. Other abilities are about my people and work skills. I am very personable and approachable. It's easy for me to remove interpersonal or political barriers that make management and documentation of the ADDIE process or of project management impossible or difficult to get through. Additionally, I'm very flexible and adaptable. I live in Korea, a culture that I'm not a native of, and this follows over into almost a methodology of life. I kind of do my regular formative evaluation of my own life. So formative evaluation has always been second nature to me, but now I do this more consistently in terms of documenting that. Additionally, because I love learning, I have had a very active store of declarative and procedural knowledge to identify and offer solutions to improve instruction for my students as we're implementing the class. So many times I'm kind of a working dictionary in the classroom to be able to find a solution or take a look from a new perspective to help my student move to a more comfortable learning situation. I would also like to talk about the areas of knowledge that I feel I have received the biggest gains from my IST program. These gains in knowledge are in learning and instructional theory as well as technology, especially teaching and job aids. One of my primary goals of my IST was to have a better marriage between pedagogy and technology. Every course I've taken in the IST program has offered rich opportunities to learn more theory, apply them, and analyze different real-life, authentic situations from many different theoretical points of view. By taking training practices and business discourse about the learning in a work environment, I've been able to improve the design of task-based, inquiry-based, and project-based learning opportunities for my students. I look in a new way at what that teaching or job aid provides for my student in terms of learning support, and I'm better able to use it to scaffold instead of just lead the entire learning process. The two skills I'd like to highlight out of the many skills that I either have or have more strongly developed in the IST program are setting milestones and integrating tasks and pedagogy for learner engagement and control, primarily through game development. By workload balancing and setting milestones, I work by myself, especially in the design process, and being able to set milestones has increased my efficiency and effectiveness, and I'm better able to share my materials with my peers and colleagues more easily. In terms of game development as a skill, those skills pre-existed to my IST program, but what I feel I can do now is more seamlessly integrate gaming techniques into the learning opportunities in the classroom, doing more impromptu style and scaffolding learners to set themselves up into authentic games to manage their learning process and give them control of the learning process.